Join us for this epic adventure that took us all of 3 days and 2 nights of camping on the trail to complete.
Definitely not an overlanding trail.
We're here to map a level 13 trail called Wild West for OnX Off Road. This trail keeps you on your toes, man, the entire time. Full-bodied street legal rigs like ours have zero business being on this trail.
Yeah, I thought my buggy friends are sketchy until I hung out with you two. You're busting in lines that we haven't even tried.
This is the first ever Hell and Back adventure. For this Hell and Back adventure, we're leaving Atlanta, Georgia to travel over 2,000 miles to Cedar City in southern Utah. But first, we're going to meet up with Fabin 801 in Parowan, Utah. You may remember this place from the last 24 Hell and Back. As soon as we rolled in, we got greeted by Sage, the Fabin 801 shop dog that has also conquered 24 Hell and Back with us last year. Yo!
What's up, bro?
Hey, bro, what's up? Good to see you, man. Will, Thomas.
What's up, brother?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Will, right on. You're rowdy. Following, going to the jungle challenge. How was that?
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man.
This is my good friend Thomas, owner of the famous off-road fabrication shop Fabin 801 and the creator of the famous Rock Lizard buggy chassis. He was also our trail guide during last year's 24 Hell and Back and knows this area inside and out. Will is worried about his Jeep, so he wants Thomas to look over if it comes out in one piece or not.
He says he's got the long arm kit. We got that, check. We got coilovers.
Have rock lights.
check.
Does it make me a rock roller?
No, and then you got some body armor. You'll be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Hey, we got an X-Chase through way worse terrain than that.
Your doors might look like that after, but
Really? I just got them.
This is Will, my Colombian friend from Miami, who's going to join me on this adventure. We've known each other for over 10 years and I know he's crazy enough to have a good time doing all this.
I'm down to party, but you know, like I want to make it in one piece. It's still a short Jeep.
well, and we gotta
kinda.
be smart because we got Jeep Safari coming up. Yeah, you'll be all right. Just remember that.
Huh? There you go. I like this guy.
He won't wreck it. No more than we're gonna wreck ours.
The trail we did for Hell and Back, is that tougher than what we're gonna do?
If it's a little muddy, it makes it real hard. So I'm hoping it kind of dries.
We'll be all right, we'll be all right. Thomas built this super rad box truck for himself that he takes to go wheeling. I want to show Will, like this is freaking dope. Check this out.
Roll your dry food.
Look at this.
Dry food up there. Storage here for like tents and chairs and stuff, and then just a like simple cooler. I didn't want to like, power
Freaking
this
all
thing.
the tools in the world. Freaking.
Yeah, toolbox, and I got another one up on there. It's like kitchen stuff, cups and my cooking.
This is pretty
stuff.
cool. Super rad.
All right, time to unload the Jeeps. We're using the day before our adventure starts to go through all of our rigs, do a bolt check on them, organize all of our gear, tools, supplies, and even do some last-minute upgrades. This is the calm before the storm. My stuff is all packed up. 5 gallons of extra fuel, toolbox, specialty tools, some fluids, 2 tacked-on tool back down there, like just wrench sets. And then now the second level starts. So I got recovery gear, my cooler, or one of the 2 coolers, some extra spare gas. In here is jet boils, coffee and whatnot. Then in this guy is all my camping equipment. Sleeping bag, tent, tiny little air mattress that we brought from Malaysia. So all that's in here. Will is installing a brand new Warren Xeon winch. We're ready to rock and roll tomorrow, man. What are we doing, Will?
I'm having fun
You having fun?
in the cold. We went from Malaysia to Utah. It's like 35 degrees outside. I'm swapping my winch because it was time to upgrade, and I'm excited to test it tomorrow. We're doing buggy trails and we're overlanding at the same time. So I'm like, if you see, my Jeep has a bunch of hats because I'm a man of many hats. I'm cooking, I'm wheeling, I'm winching. Like, you know, it's a lot of work, man. So I'm excited.
Good morning, guys. We just woke up. We had one last final night in a hotel room here in Cedar City. We had a very, very short night actually, because on the way back from Thomas's shop to get back to the hotel, we had a trailer tire blowout and the whole cord wrapped around the axle. It took us until 3 a.m. to get back up and running. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Marvin. My entire life I've been obsessed with off-roading and the adventures that come with it.
What's up, gentlemen?
Before we hit the trail, let's meet up with our group for one last breakfast in civilization. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. I've actually seen a couple of your shows because of him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He got us in all kinds of trouble here before, so this is gonna be part 2 of all that. This, my friends, is Dean Buller, a true rock crawling legend who is actually in the Off-Road Hall of Fame. I remember this guy from Off-Road magazine covers that I imported to Germany when I was a kid. Trying to get some last calories into me before we're heading into the wilderness. So, eggs and bacon, and then we got pancakes and hash browns coming next. The next meal we'll have to work for.
So the Hellenbach Trail, you got room to kind of go around the really hard stuff. This, not so much. Like, you're in it and you're in it. And so if we have troubles and you can't get up it, we're gonna have to pull winch, to be safe, to keep moving. But I would say it's longer, a little more intense, just because you don't have alternative routes. We're doing the trail this time all the way.
I actually scouted this trail for the last 24 Hellenbach, but decided against it because of how long it is and the crazy amount of obstacles. Which is kind of funny considering it's only about 2.5 miles long with 1,000 feet of elevation gain. It is ranked as a level 13 trail, an extremely tough buggy trail. Temperatures will range from 28 degrees at night to mid-50s during the day. As far as I know, we will be the first full-bodied, street-legal rigs to even attempt this trail. Wish us luck. Here we are, guys. Skull Canyon.
Welcome to my happy place. We're gonna love this. So we should end up at those cliff edges. That's kind of where I'm thinking we're gonna camp, is up in there,
I'm officially gonna go full buggy on my Jeep so I can keep up with you guys. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. So this is full buggy right now. There you go.
Woo!
I'm a buggy.
Wait, are you leaving the AC belt hooked up?
For the heater, yeah.
Okay.
If I have a hard time hearing you, it's just my heater is kind of loud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just
right.
letting you know.
Okay.
Oh, dude, look what someone just dropped off. Sean, do you know what these are? Oh, dude.
Oh, what is that? That looks like a...
We got one of these just got dropped off here for the week.
I hope it's Marvin size.
You heard that right. The pink helmet is back. But before we get into all that, let's talk about the people and the rigs that are with us here today. Thomas and his co-worker Matt brought the Atom Bot on 47-inch tires, or at least what's left of them. Will brought his Jeep Wrangler JKU, aka the Boogie Lander, on Dana Spicer 60 crate axles and 40-inch street tires. Sean, aka Barnyard, drives a rear steer buggy on 42-inch BF Goodrich tires. He was the tail gunner during our last 24 Hellenbach. Dean's weapon of choice is his old competition Suzuki Samurai buggy on 39-inch BF Goodrich tires that he actually competed with in the early 2000s and just recently finished restoring. And this is my 1973 Jeepster Commando on 42-inch BF Goodrich tires, 116-inch wheelbase, and 1-ton axle. Alright, here we are. I'm kind of anxious almost to see what our rigs are capable of on this trail and if we can make it through here in one piece. I hope our equipment survives, that's all I'm gonna say. On top of all this, we are wheeling fully loaded. We have all the camping gear, food, spare parts. We got everything on us. Our rigs are way overweight compared to how we usually wheel. So that makes it extra interesting. I can't even see anything behind me because of all my gear.
Dude, this trail's crazy. Right off the bat, like just boulders, huge boulders. Jesus, look at that.
This is where it starts.
So this is a Gatekeeper apparently.
It's muddy, that's gonna make it a little weird, but pretty easy if you stay on the rock, If it's a little muddy, it makes it real hard. Normally you just go straight right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was trying to go around the hole, he said, and that didn't work.
If you think you got what it takes to tackle this trail after watching this video, download the OnX Off Road app, use our coupon code FRR20 and recreate our adventure.
So it didn't take too long. I really want a buggy now.
What are the chances he's gonna make it through there, Brett?
He's gonna have a good chance if he don't slip off the rocks. And it's kind of wet.
Water, water, mud, rocks. Yeah!
Okay. Right there, looking good.
Bro!
Nice job, buddy.
Dude, that was freaking killer! Dude!
Boogie Lander killing it.
Boogie! Boogie
Yeah,
line!
here, I don't know what the heck. Bring a helicopter for this one. Go to show. Let's see Rosa go through here. I told you I came to party, bro.
You're a little too wide to fit in there. Try going into that wall. Let's see if it'll climb it. Straighten it out. Stay uphill. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
I think he's pinched in between the sliders.
That's what we call a wedgie. You were right there in line though. That was it was coming.
If it would have stayed on that line, we'd have been golden.
She's a big girl, so...
Yeah, fat chicks take a lot of work.
Will's rear end is completely pinched in between two rocks with a lot of pressure on his entire drivetrain. One wrong move or too much throttle can result in a catastrophic failure and possibly even the end of our trip.
Throw some water on this rock and maybe a half a cup of oil. Throw some oil in.
That is...
I'll piss on it.
Let's go boogie landing, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Yeah!
Hell yeah, bud.
It wasn't feeling good, I'll tell you.
No.
I was about to start partying out the gym here. All right. Not too shabby?
Not too shabby at all, man. Got big booty Judy through here, huh?
Thank you, sir. This is the Gatekeeper, and it gets worse.
Was that
We're gonna have
too
a-
late because it was
Are you bellied out? Huh?
Meant to do that one.
Imagine the spot there.
Yeah, no, dude.
I need stickies.
Yeah, there we go. Crazy thing about this trail is it starts relatively mild and gets harder and harder and harder as we go. All the way to, I don't even know how we're ever going to make it past that. We're hopefully going to find a way.
Yeah, he is.
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah. Sick line right there. If it holds it. Come on, baby. Nice.
Nice.
Hey! Come on! There you go, right there!
I think it's gonna work.
Oh no. So the rear tire fell off that rock, and that I couldn't even make it up there because I took a different line. But there's a big boulder in the front. He's doing a front dig right now, but I think it's working out.
Come on. Yeah, stay on it. Yeah.
Guys, it is so aggravating. This tire is so caked up that I just can't get onto that rock anymore.
It's a big, big hole.
And it felt like a few times it was gonna go.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop, 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 stop! Winch out, winch.
We're okay. We're okay. Winch out just okay. Try to drive that.
We need his winch to your...
Okay, we're gonna hook his to me real quick.
Yeah, dude, it's...
Woo, baby, you were just heating them up.
This is completely nuts. Everything is covered in mud now. It will not stick to a line for the life of it. Man, this is hard. As you can tell, I'm getting pretty frustrated. I'm super stuck. But bear with me, guys. This trail is going to change here very soon.
Whoa, 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 stop, stop, you're dragging him. Winch in, winch in. Cage. Winch the cage.
I'll be the first one to wear it, even though William had it before me, but I guess it's my turn.
Marvin's got the pink helmet. Yeah, we did. We got Dean back there. He's gonna come up next. It's muddy as crap out here. It's making it super challenging.
Finally got myself past it. One winch line on the gauge, then my own winch line. Man, now here comes Dean just in low, and just gonna cruise right through it. I'm gonna tell you, this thing is so much more narrow than we are. He's gonna fit right through the middle. Is that full throttle? Is she still riding like the way you were used to it?
Yeah, I got a few little small issues. I need to change the orbital and, oh boy, power steering pump,
I'll be
master cylinder on the brakes, but hopefully we get through the day with it the way it is.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So far, so good.
I don't know how we're gonna make that turn. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna happen with our full body Jeeps here.
That's it. You just pivot around there. Go, go, go. Let's just winch it. Alright. Cause like you're right there. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather winch it now than cause it's like right on the line. You're just
Out.
I did pretty good, I'm proud.
you're just long.
Oh, hey Will, you know what that means?
I know I'm supposed to wear it.
You were winching too?
Huh?
Did you win?
No.
Oh yeah, okay. Here you go. Well, then Thomas would have had to wear it, so Will suggested to change the pink helmet rules for this time. Since Thomas and Sean are in buggies, they'd be responsible to get us through the trail and wear the pink helmet if we get stuck. But nobody really remembered that as soon as we had dirt.
You can't park here.
Will,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing, man?
I'm winching.
You winching?
Listen, the fact
Linda,
that I made it this far, I'm happy.
your rig is sliding. There she is. This right here
This right here
is East Coast bump.
is my jam.
Yeah?
This right here, it's my jam.
This guy's is really steep and super slick, and you gotta make it to these two big boulders, and they keep catching him either on the tire or on the slider. You got enough whoop house to make it up that hill?
I don't know. It's slick, and these tires, like everybody's saying, are bald. So we'll see what they do in the mud. I'll put it on. That's muddy. I was third gear right there a couple times. Whew, you were almost there, bud.
Yeah, that was close, but no, same thing as volume, man. I'm just pinched on my rock slider and the rear.
Both rock sliders, same thing. As soon as it came up, just cakes. You know what this means? We need buggies.
We need boogies.
We need a boogie.
I wore it till we got stuck.
I hope the amount and the frequency of big helmets is gonna, you know,
Decrease?
decrease a little bit.
You think so?
Just a little bit. What do you think of the first hell and back adventure, my friend?
When do we get the ducks?
Yeah, right. Where are the ducks at?
Wasn't even about being technical, it's like slippery with like being jammed. It's a vibe,
Man.
bro.
This is freaking nuts, dude.
It's a vibe.
What, dude? With it being wet.
Look at this mud, bro. It makes it so much harder.
Yeah.
Dude, back up more, a little bit more, just a hair more. There. Bro, no replacement for displacement.
Dude, it took me a couple of attempts, second gear, full send. Oh my god, dude. Heck yeah. Haha. That was awesome. Good old Hemi. Sometimes it's good for something. From one epic moment to another, after finding out that Dean was one of the people that cut this trail decades ago, I had to ask him to tell us all about that.
Probably around 1990, 91.
That's right when I was born.
When we started doing these trails, so I went to the BLM and I got post permits. So with a post permit for cutting cedar posts, you can drive anywhere on the BLM.
Smart.
Makes sense.
And so me and Tom and a few other guys all went and got post permits and started making all these trails out here, cutting cedar posts.
That is freaking genius.
We was cutting cedar posts. I mean, there was trees everywhere we had to cut down in the canyons.
Yeah, but hell.
So then once we got it done, Skull Canyon and Wild West are now a BLM trail.
Okay.
Some of the others never got turned into a BLM trail, but we've been using the trails out here since then.
That is freaking awesome. Didn't even really touch the side. I thought I hit my fender. Took some paint off my slider, but that's okay. Look at that view, man. Oh man, you missed it. Go back a little bit. Yeah. Keep going, keep going. Okay, stop. No. Oh, maybe. Wait. There we go. Smoke show. No, big rock, big rock, big rock. Yeah, crawl it easy, take it easy.
Smoke show.
I had some hang time there for a second, dude. He was way up there. All right, so what's up here? Yeah.
So you can either go way, way high and it feels sketchy and then come up top and down, or through what we call the devil's vagina, the wedge. And then this one right here, you come up and around. Dude, look at this, Marvin. You gotta come around, stay tight to that, and just, if your front slides in, then you're kind of SOL.
Yep.
But we take all these, that's what all these logs are for, is we stack them in here.
To give
And
them.
when you come right here, you got a good path to get across.
If you fall off that, you're on your side.
Then you don't have much. So
Yeah,
I kind of built
we're
in
too
with the
wide for
bridge
that, bro.
here, which is super cool.
We're too wide for that. I
No,
doubt
not
it.
with the bridge.
Huh?
Not with the bridge.
Yeah. So this up is not sketch, but down is sketch, or what's?
Up is sketchy and down sketchy, but.
That just show you how steep that is. But I think this is the only line for us. Come up this, which is steep, as you could just see. Then you're up here, and then you stay, you hug this rock, and then go down there, and then drop down here. Climb that, and you're out.
Dude, this trail, it's no joke. Definitely not an overlanding trail.
That's what I'm talking about. We're not going overlanded. We're going wheeling, and we can.
All right, dude, rock and roll. What are we doing?
Will and I have decided we're gonna give the buggy line a shot, and that is to hug that big boulder, so the center line.
That was my fear. You see?
I've tried every single line on this obstacle multiple times, and then I chose the absolute worst out of all of them to get winched through, thinking it was going to be a straight shot and the easiest to winch. Well, this was the moment where I knew I messed up. Can we pull my cage this way?
Yeah? Yeah, here, I'll pull up.
Guys, I'm completely messed up in here. That was not good. Not good. I don't know if I'm gonna get out of here without massive body damage. Hey, this is probably not gonna do anything, but I just took my floor mats and jammed them in here. Let's see how that works.
Bro, look at that. Holy crap. Oh, God. Bro, look at the door.
Front tire to start lifting, okay?
Bro, I don't like this at all. Jeez.
Your winch up.
It's going, it's going. God. Bro, this is so...
Passenger as I can.
And yes, once you get clear of here, yes, I want you to go passenger.
man, this is so bad. Jesus.
Wild, bro. I think a reposition, maybe try again, I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man. We made it out. We made it out in reverse. The door is smashed, but it still opens and closes. It's not too terrible, honestly. In the shade you can't even really see it, but the door handle is dented in really far. And that makes, yeah, I mean, for what it was, I take it. That was intense, man. I really thought I'm gonna completely... Oh well, my rear fender is completely destroyed. It's not even round anymore. Can't even see that. Like, this is all smashed in, but it's still, I mean,
Another flush.
it still works. So even Thomas has the winch on this one. I don't feel bad.
Dude, she's wet. This one scares me when it's dry.
Yeah.
And without being dry, we're just all sliding into death, basically.
Even Sean in the rear steer buggy struggled on this one. That little bit of mud on our tires kept us from staying on any line. Will decided for the middle line, gave it a couple of solid attempts and then winched. Smart move, a lot less stressful than my line.
Oh shit.
Cheating! Cheating! I call it cheating.
Straight, straight, straight. You're out, you're out. Come on, drive, drive.
Finally we got that section behind us, man. Was that frustrating? Super freaking aggravating. I could have just done what Will did, but no, I had to try around and mess around and fuck around and find out.
He found out. You know what he found out? Put it out in the comments, guys. Thank you. Oh man, that's gnarly.
Nice one.
So I earned the pink helmet because I bypassed an obstacle. I just didn't feel like doing it. I've done the other ones without winching.
We're finally back in business, I feel like, at least mentally. That was a sick couple of obstacles here. I only got Thomas to film the very end of it, but check this out. William just earned himself a pink helmet for bypassing this entire section. Alright guys, it is 6 o'clock now, and I think this is where we're gonna spend the night and finish the rest of the trail tomorrow. We're about halfway, so that makes all the sense in the world. It's a cool little spot. It's not really level, it's rocks everywhere, but at least we're safe from the wind. Sean is gonna head home tonight. Let's get started and set up camp. Bro.
Oh, you see?
Look at all that.
We got everything.
Olive oil.
All of
Man.
Where's the hookers?
Man,
Likewise, man.
such a pleasure to wheel with you, man. Seriously,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
We can do it again
Yeah.
another time when you guys come out. you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the three of us, Thomas, Will, and myself. Ready for this?
I'm excited, dude.
Gonna be a good night, man.
It's
Gonna-
nice out right now too.
Yeah.
Super calm. The moon's already above us. We got the dog out here too. She'll keep things away. Deer. Dude, there was an elk at the bottom of this canyon. Did you see that in the parking lot?
No.
There's a freaking elk.
My tent is over there. Kind of big.
He brought an entire mansion up on this trail, man. This thing is huge.
So what's going on,
What is
bro?
that, a 10-person tent?
I like room, bro. I like the heater. I have a kitchen in there. How tall are you, Marvin?
6'2", 6'3",
6'3", all right.
6'3".
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. No, not big enough. Like, your feet are gonna like stick out through here.
Malaysia, dude. Good old times.
Yeah. But look at Thomas. That's a cool setup. I'm in charge of food, and when I go camping, I like to eat good. We got some tomatoes. We're gonna do grilled tomatoes, salted onion and peppers, and then we got some steaks, and we got some taco tortillas, cilantro lime, Marvin got some Cholula, and I think we're gonna get good today, bro. In the wild. You know, for overlanders with buggies or whatever, we are very technical. Look at this guy, he has a computer, he's over there on Wi-Fi.
I got a power station set up here to charge all my batteries and all that kind of stuff. Then I'm sleeping right here. Not very big, but big enough. Got a cot in there with a little air mattress from Rainforest Challenge, sleeping bag, and a little Casey Highlights lantern.
Some people might disagree, but the most important thing about a good camping trip, fire and good food and good company.
We only made it about halfway through the trail. We're at 0.7 miles so far. That's all we were able to do in over 6 hours. This whole thing will be on OnX once we're done. So when you guys are watching this video, there should be a link in the description below. We're mapping everything for you guys and uploading it as soon as we get out of here. Sun is slowly going down. It's getting cold, guys. Like, to say the least, man. It's like, what is it gonna be tonight? Like 31 or something? I really like this new thing we got going with like hardcore wheeling paired with camping, tackling some of the toughest trails in the country with full-bodied rigs, carrying camping gear, food, spare parts, fuel, all that stuff with us, and then sitting around a bonfire at night having camp set up is pretty freaking cool. This is true rock landing. I would love to do this more often. Let us know in the comments what you think about this.
I'm free. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna make you love me.
First tacos on the trail.
So freaking good, man. Fresh steak cooked on a fire. Are you kidding me?
For some reason, it always tastes better when it's outside.
Overlanding.
I don't know what we'll cook together here. What is this? Shoulder? Skirt. Dude, this is just like super crispy and charcoal from the outside and tender from the inside. Man, this is so
I'll give you the
good.
recipe. You put it on the fire when it's pretty like lit. Let the outside burn. Put it aside. Once the fire dies down, let it cook the inside. Done.
So simple and so good. Mr. Carnage Kitchen. It is cold, guys. We ended up putting some coals under our chairs just to keep our butts warm. So this is gonna be a hardcore night. I'm telling you. Will is setting up a heater in his tent so it can preheat the tent. We got some rocks set up right here. Thomas and I are probably gonna steal some of these hot rocks and throw them in the tent underneath. I have a cot inside my tent so I can throw them underneath it. It might do the job tonight. This night was miserably cold. I definitely underestimated that part of the trip.
Good morning. Jesus, it's cold.
Oh my god, what a night.
I did sleep pretty good. In the sleeping bag and everything.
I barely slept at all.
Went to bed like at 1.
I woke up a million times.
The heater saved my life.
I don't want to get out. It is so freezing cold. Even holding this camera, my hand is freaking freezing.
It's around 8 a.m. I think.
Let's get out of here and let's continue the day.
I don't know if I got any sleep. Basically just sat there and
Shiver.
hoped I was gonna survive. But I had Sage with me, so I would squeeze her and she would warm me up for a bit, and then she would get cold and have to move, and yeah, I was just tossed and turned all night. But
Yeah,
we
same
woke
for
up
me.
on the trail and we're ready to hit rocks, baby.
I brought us some Gearhead coffee. It's just some little like test pouch. So to make it easy, we're gonna throw that in the jet boil. We're gonna throw that in Will's French press. Camp is all cleaned up. We're not leaving any trace. Everything is completely clean. We made sure to pick up every little bits and pieces that we used last night. So we're ready to party again. We still have at least a mile to go, if not more, right, Thomas?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, about a mile 0.2, I think.
We're at 6,000 feet elevation.
It starts climbing in elevation a little bit, and then it starts getting a little more consistent with the obstacles. Man, then we got this sweet spot that I like to call it the like wall ride. It's a wall ride, and you gotta like skirt this wall for, I don't know, 10 feet really. And you can A, shoot up over the hill, or B, kind of put it down into the tree and climb this. You gotta climb a tree, you know.
I don't know how Will and I are going to get through that. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, that might be our point of return because I have no clue how we're supposed to get through that. I'm pumped for another day of wheeling. I hope we can get out of this trail before the sun goes down. So far. We've been running this trail for 6 hours now and we've covered 0.9 miles. So obviously that includes all kinds of lunch breaks and food and all kinds, like, you know, just hanging out. But this is still pretty intense. 0.9 miles in 6 hours. Wild. All right, next obstacle, and Thomas is already getting all hung up.
Yeah, I probably went right up it now. Yeah, it's still muddy. I was hoping it was gonna dry out a little bit this morning.
These Warren winches got a workout on this trip, but thanks God we had them.
You're good, keep going. There you go. Marvin, I will go closer to the tree. There you go. Keep it driving, keep it straight. Keep it high like that, keep going. You gotta hold that line, Marvin, until the tire reaches the rock. Now start going passenger. You're fine, Marico, you're fine. So he has a Atlas, so he could do a front dig, which is just the front wheels have power and the rears are disconnected. I don't have that advantage. So it's gonna feel very sketchy for me. Keep going, Marvin. Keep going. Listen, wait. Backup driver to bring you in this hole. I think if he goes up on that, it's gonna feel sketchy. There you go. All right, keep going. It's gonna drop. You're good. All right, rear. Keep it this way. It's gonna go up a little bit, but it's gonna come up here too. Come up. Hey, come up. You're good. There you go. Hey, so.
Bro, that felt so shitty.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something.
It probably looks like nothing.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. I've noticed that you're very uncomfortable with off-camber stuff.
No. Like,
dude, it was so solid, but the Jeep was so planned and you're like, Marico. I'm like, no, bro, you're good.
It felt bad. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I was on that rock. I didn't know that I was here.
Yeah, you're like inside of it.
Oh, I thought my rear was here the whole time.
No.
That's why I was sketched out. I was like, bro, one slit and I'm down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now we got to do this again with no front dig.
You don't have front dig, so you gotta drive it, yeah? Yeah, you got that. Hey.
No.
Turned up. Oh.
You slid down.
Yeah, back up so you can start again.
He moved that whole rock.
Yeah, he did.
No, same shit. All right, we're gonna pull him. This next section was pretty rowdy too. You kind of off camera where I'm sitting right now, and you kind of go through this and then back up. Doesn't look like anything on video probably, but it's not easy. Unfortunately, this was the only shot we got from this, but I made it through fairly quickly. Yeah! Sick.
It was okay for an overlanding. And I'm stuck.
Spoke too soon. on, I guess. Dude, this is huge. That's a gnarly climb, dude.
This is not Jeep friendly at all.
Are we out of our elements? No.
I mean,
Like we could shoot this way, and then have this as a plan
which way did
B.
he take?
Straight through there.
Of course, 47-inch tires, you know, kind of make a difference. There you go. There you go. Go passenger. Go passenger. Oh shit! Gotta go. Looks like Marvin has to use a pink helmet now. Oh my god, that was so close.
That was close.
That was about to be bad. Oh boy, that was about to be very expensive. My whole side was about to be buried in that big boulder. Well, the Warren got me through it, and now I gotta climb this, which that's gonna be interesting. So what I did, I set my Factor 55 up to be connected to my front axle. So if the front unloads, I can suck it down with the winch and keep it from unloading. Let's hope that works. Let's hope for the best.
Oh, it went up. Oh, there you go.
Right there, just like that. Maybe even turn into here.
The problem is that rock, dude.
It's okay.
Oh, it's going.
The rear's lifting.
There you go.
Yeah. Stay there.
Bro, it's all yours, bro.
You're almost over, and as soon as the front comes down, it pulls you up. Turn passenger. Yep, go, drive.
Oh, dude, so nice.
Passenger. There it is, drive it.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was gnarly. You ready to get this back? No, now you're sitting. You spit it right out. Now you're sitting on it.
This is so dumb. Oh my god, I'm so
How you feeling, bro?
like a dumbass.
No, just pull line, bro. You're not going anywhere.
Whatever, bro. Give me the helmet. Well, anyway, safety is better for this obstacle, so thank you.
Yeah, you're completely off now. Just winch it. Breaking out the one and only off-road snack. Lunchables. So here's something wild. We just like noticed that the tires, they were a lot more bouncier than they were when we started this trail. And I just let 2 extra PSI out of the rear. I started the trail with like 8.5 and I was up to 11. Elevation, my friends, elevation.
I had to winch the last obstacle because I have 40s and street tires, while everybody else has cheating tires or whatever they're called. Now we gotta go down this drop and then up this canyon. Jeez, that looks hard.
Hey, leave your front winch out. That's what it's been. That's what made it
Oh,
weird.
that's
There we
why.
go.
Okay, that's why it was acting funny. Oh, that's nice. Wait.
Turn faster. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah. Start going, driver. Yeah, bud.
Dude, that felt so good. That felt so nice.
Yeah, dude, and it was really gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, I almost busted my ass. Jeez. insane, dude. Marvin! Alright, that works. Jeez. Looks like Marvin's gonna need one of these.
I think we just kind of dug it
Good job, Marico. You did great.
You'll get it back. They could have also just waited until Thomas moved forward, and I could have just like cruised out of here. But no, I wanted to go around.
Man, Warren winches always come through. We've used them a lot. So, thank you, Warren, and Factor 55. Whoop whoop.
You're about to touch ground, like 10 more inches and you're down. More? That's it. Stay that way. More driver. Yeah. Yeah, keep it high. High. You're good right there, boy. Hold on. Sick. Do you have a tree saver handy? How are these Spicer axles holding up?
Dude, I'm impressed. Like, I'm the one on 60s and 40s.
You got crate Dana 60s front and rear?
Yeah, so I got the 538 gears, ARB rear, E-locker front, and dude, I'm impressed. We put it through some reviews.
Yeah. Okay, come my way. Yeah, right there. My way, back over. Yeah, buddy. You're carrying half a Christmas tree inside your Jeep.
I know, that's funny.
The mall crawler, huh?
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. Look at him come up this trail though. I'm pretty impressed my damn self.
Okay. Was that fun or was that fun?
Yeah, that was fun. That was... I honestly saw Marvin do it and I was like, there's no way. Now I'm here like, let's go guys, you're in my way.
You got a Christmas tree with you.
I know, take it up.
No, it looks good. Well, it has happened. I just went past that tree. My light bar got caught and I wanted to push through it and busted my windshield right down the center. Yeah, just FYI guys, we're not filming every single obstacle. This trail is literally obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. We're only focusing on filming on the bigger stuff, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of obstacles in here that we just gonna browse through, and they are pretty tricky for the most part. So, but if we would film all of those, we would be here 2 more days at least. So we're trying to rush through some of the stuff that is somewhat drivable and only stop at the obstacles that are worth filming or that we think are worth filming. Sometimes there's stuff that doesn't look bad and then it's really bad, such as the last one that got my windshield.
The trail has very hard obstacles, like obstacles that you would look at it with a built Jeep and be like, what the heck? I know a lot of people out there that have built Jeeps and don't feel like this.
Would you take customers on this trail?
Oof. I have to make them sign a disclaimer. I am not responsible for body damage. No, dude, honestly, like, it requires some driving here. Like,
Yeah.
like okay, so I was thinking, so as we're going, I'm thinking, like, what other Jeep could you bring here? I feel like if you bring a TJ on 37s, on 60s, that is narrow, it would be like a buggy, like a full body buggy.
Because narrow will definitely help you here.
But like, if anything, we are in that place where either we're too wide or not narrow enough.
Yeah.
Because if we were wider, there's some stuff we could make easier, but I don't know.
It's hard to say. I think it's like whatever you bring, you're kind of screwed, and like, you know.
And like, it's so variable. Like, where the buggy shines, maybe we shine, very
Yeah.
unlikely. But you know, like,
I just threw the drone up in the air, let the drone follow me for a little bit so you guys can see some of the stuff that's in between the big obstacles. So right when I threw up that drone, that next obstacle didn't look too bad, but was nasty because of that rock right there. That one catches your diff as soon as you start climbing. So I had to go a really funky line way up here. Let's see if Will can make it through this. I needed to use front dig to get through here. Yeah, straight, straight. Yeah. Yeah. Now come on. Now come my way. Yeah. Right away, like hit it. Yeah!
hey,
Heck yeah!
just pretty okay for having no front deck.
Heck yeah!
Dude, this is insane. Oh, he's gonna fall in the hole.
Yep.
Oh, he's good?
And then just stay that way. Legs down.
Keep it, driver.
Driver. Yep. All the drivers. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Come on. Come on. Dale, dale, dale.
Straighten it out. Yep. Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah. Let's see if I could do it without stacking any rocks. Because 40, oh, look at flex. Now I gotta figure out how to get there.
I guess it's not as bad as I thought it would be. My rear tire was just sliding more and more and more this way, but eventually it grabbed. Well, hold on. Sick. Marico. Oh yeah, she's going. Yeah, stay right there. job, bro.
Overlander of the year.
This spot, I mean, obviously hard route,
Yeah.
hard route,
Yeah.
second hard route, and then this is still sketchy because if you don't get it up, it slides off. We go up here, and then you either go between the first set of rocks or the second one, and then we're gonna go up and around the corner here.
Okay.
It's pretty sketchy, all of it. This is a big old hole here. Look, I mean, when you walk into this, Marvin.
Yeah. Hail to the no-no.
You can come in here and turn and go up this, but it's still
I'm
kinda tight.
I'm not seeing that either.
But I like this. This is a fun ramp up.
There you go. I'm wearing the pink helmet. I take it off sometimes because I don't know, like I like my hat. So Marvin's like, that's not fun, so now I have it on. Sorry, Marvin.
Snow. That tells you everything about last night. Let's hit William in the face with it.
Happy Marico. Oh, there's snow.
Yeah. I wish I could have gotten his face. Damn it. Maybe go between those two rocks instead of the left. Jesus.
We're not in Kansas anymore, bro. Dude, this is. Alright.
So you would do that over that?
I mean, look at the drop. I mean, it's doable. It's just.
It will line you up a lot better.
I just feel like our sliders are gonna get hung up there. I mean, that doesn't look hard.
Well,
What more body damage, Marico? We've already had so much. Alright, so Marvin's about to go. And I'm wearing the pink helmet. Look, Marvin. There you go. Keep it high, keep it high. You gotta go fast and as you bump it.
Hey, let's bring you here.
Oh shit. I will back up one more time, yeah. There, hard driver. Passenger, passenger.
Yeah, boy.
You're out of it. Rear, Dave. Back up and bump it.
I'm so close. I can't back up because I get into my body.
Right, mi amor. Wind chain, baby. Hey, Marvin, what are we doing?
Bad spotting, poor spotting for Will. Got me in a tricky situation. He's still trying to do this.
This is like insane. Look at that. Oh shit. Can't say this enough. They're too gnarly. But I'm impressed. My Jeep just keeps going. It's like, what? My Jeep can do this and it can do that. Pretty happy.
Go. Now your passenger's gonna start climbing. Dude, you're not even really off camera right now. You're totally stable, bro. Bro, you're fine. Bam. Okay, now you're down it. That's it. Now go straight. Yeah, last second, he saved that baby, last second. That is the same thing you said to me, like that was, you were barely off camera.
Oh my God, but it feels so bad.
Yeah. And they just pivot.
Yeah. Stay like that, stay turned, it'll come right around. Yep. Straighten it out now. Yep. Ready. Hey.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Come on, battery's about to die. Go.
Look at the flexy on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks better than what I just did.
Yep, keep it right there. Cut all the way to me. Straighten it out.
Learning from my mistakes. I'm just messing. You did great, dude.
Not bad for a Miami Jeep.
Bro, I'm just messing with you. You did
I know,
good.
bro. Thank you, bro.
Now we're in a freaking canyon, like not even, like our rigs barely fit in here.
Right there, little bit. And don't bite on the line. Little bit.
I don't like it, Marico. You're gonna get stuck there.
I was about to lose a knuckle or an axle shaft or something up in here. This is not, I can't make it through here. Like my stuff was so bound up trying to get my tire on here while up on this wall. Just doesn't work out. I'm gonna see if there's a bypass that goes around. Is there an exit? It looks like somebody already went through here because trees are down. I'll try that.
So sketchy. This part no, but going across that is gonna be super sketchy.
Looks good. No, back up a little bit. Yeah, that rock's gonna slide you front forward down. I'd back up a little bit if you can. I can move your winch up too.
My heart is racing. There's like, I don't know, 20-foot drop off like right next to me.
No, but drive. Don't winch, drive. Okay, drive her now. Drive her a little bit. Drive her a little bit. Come up. Winch out. Winch out as you come up. Come up.
Let it out.
Come up.
You're set. You're set.
Well, not yet, almost. Keep going.
Jack, turn up.
That was off camber on loose ground with a bunch of little rocks in it. As soon as I moved, the front end wanted to go downwards. It was super sketchy. Okay guys, the sketchiness continues. Back there, we walked this thing quite a bit. There's not really any good transitions to come back down. I can show you guys how high up I am. So the new plan is, because we can't get the rig turn around here, to back down this. This is pretty smooth, and right where William is standing is where I would back up down. Both of these guys, I'm gonna have one spotter in the rear. Tom's is gonna spot me in the front.
So right where he is, he needs to start going driver. We gotta keep the passenger tires on these rocks here.
Yeah, and I want this driver tire just right here.
Yeah. All the way driver. Bro, it sucks like it doesn't look like anything, but it's a quiet drop. Keep going back.
You're all right.
It's about to drop here, passenger. You're fine. You're fine. Keep it, driver. Passenger a little bit. Passenger. There you go, straight. Back up, back up.
Where's my camera?
I see it. Back up. Stop.
This is steep. It doesn't show on camera. I know it doesn't.
It's that tall though.
It's like what, 20 feet?
Yeah, I'd say 20 feet descent down that. Wild.
Yeah, and there's 2 drops as you're backing out, so.
Now we gotta get Will through this somehow. Will, I really kind of don't want you to try this, man. If you grenade a knuckle here.
Yeah, I thought my buggy friends were sketchy until I hung out with you two. Dude, now it's like you're busting in lines that we haven't even tried.
Bro, adrenaline through the freaking roof.
So now it's my turn to do something sketchy. Let's see if I could do this.
Hey bro, you're gonna need this one though.
Passenger! Drive! Come forward, come forward! Come forward! Passenger!
Passenger, hard.
Come on, bud, come on. You'll be safe right here in a minute. Come on. Come on, keep at me. Okay, now turn down a little bit. Right there. Nice.
Oh, bro.
Nice, dude. Get there.
Good job, dude.
Bro, literally all day. One more obstacle, one more obstacle, one more obstacle. No, 2 more obstacles, 2 more obstacles. Yo, how much longer? 2 more obstacles. Do how much? 2 more obstacles. Like, come on, bro. By the way, there's snow here.
It's now almost 6 o'clock. Yesterday, around this time, we already had camp set up, and we haven't even made it to the water holes or to that crazy V-notch with the tree in the way that I'm worried how we're gonna get by there. I would almost say we're gonna have to find ourselves another camp spot here in just a minute. It's gonna get dark here in an hour, and I don't want to set up in the dark, and I don't want to do this trail in the dark either. Now all of a sudden there's water on this whole trail, just to make things more interesting. It's insane how cool this trail is. I mean, it takes the life out of us. I know our Jeeps, like there's no question. But man, this is fun. Will had to go first, so let's get him. He just squeezed by me. No, let's see if we can get him up this little waterfall here.
We need to get him a cowboy hat.
All right, I'm gonna try a little bit of a different line than Will and come a little bit more from the driver's side. See if that helps.
Tailgate. Yo, is this the one with the tree? Bro,
See if I can get the crack.
Jesus.
I'm gonna try. If
I'm
not,
gonna
I'll
try.
back up and hit
Yeah,
that.
whatever.
All right, so Will just squeezed himself through here, got quite a bit of body damage, and the obstacle right after is way worse. I attempted it, but ran out of gas right in the middle, so I got to refuel while I'm there.
Dude, so crazy, bro. Look at that. Bro. Hey, how many more obstacles? 2 more?
Jesus, bro.
Look, we could go around this canyon, I think. No way. Look at that rock.
Oh my God, bro. I think.
No, that's our way. That's what he said.
Huh?
That we have to get up that, but I don't know how he said it's gonna be.
You cannot climb this one higher or the other. You have to, the front has to come perfectly level. If it goes like this, you're done. If it goes like this, you're done. If it comes perfectly level, you're good. And then right here, the rock comes around. So you drive it right here. As soon as that tire comes down right here, it just pulls it up nice and easy, and you drive here.
I don't think, bro. The problem is I don't think it's no easy. My Jeep literally struggles to go over rocks the way it is now. Like if I put on that, I'm gonna break something, like something stupid. I don't want to.
I'm hoping though, as he comes down, the front bumper doesn't hit the wall before we can get him squared up to it appropriate, or else we'll have to back him up, and chances are he'll slide off where we need him to be.
Just your front bumper. Come a little bit more this way. Yep. Just your factor 55.
Hey, go like this. Yeah, a little bit of wiggle.
No.
No, back up.
Come over more. Yep.
Wiggle your wheel. Wiggle your wheel a little bit. There you go.
There she is. But now you're gonna hit that with your diff so hard.
I'm hoping it just moves and you can go.
What's the plan now? Off right?
Yeah.
Is that my coordinate?
No, just your bumper.
Hit it if you're going.
Yeah, you're on your rear diff hard, and I don't know how you're gonna back up now. Winch?
Oh, you have the helmet.
Right it straight, right it straight.
Straight.
Keep going straight. Keep going straight, keep going straight. Driver now, driver. Driver, 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 driver. Marico, you're leaking all your fuel. Holy shit. Stop. Did the seal come out? Is it closing?
I broke my fire extinguisher mount. Pretty good. Got the top and got the whole fender. And for some reason, I don't know if that's what caused it, but my fuel filler neck is like pushed into the body, so my gas thing isn't sealing. Yeah, I don't know. Like I stuffed a little rack in here, so that doesn't happen again.
Turn uphill and back up. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You're nice and safe right there.
yet again, nuts. He doesn't have front dick, so coming around this turn, sketch.
Alright, don't look that way.
Thomas says, you're alright, don't look that way.
Okay, now turn down.
Turn down for what?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's us.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna climb down. I think it'll skirt it. Yeah, watch,
You're good.
watch Marv now.
Go like that, yes.
Perfect, bud. You're safe. There, bud. Nice.
Go this way. Yes.
Now you look that way. It's good though.
All right, now don't make your rear slide and you're golden. Marico!
Ah, that was crazy.
I think doing the same thing Will just did
Yes.
is the fastest, most efficient way to get through this.
Yeah, and this ain't no joke either.
No.
It's horsepower hill. You gotta either slam it or.
I'm not gonna slam that.
One back hill right there. Probably just go to here. Now turn down.
Now I have to climb this up here. Hey, Sunshine.
No, I know how you felt. Holy cow.
don't-
That was
and-
intense.
And you can see the drop
No,
off.
off camera, but it's still super, super sketchy, man. Super sketchy.
Keep it that way. Look, could you see that hole? If you go up to it and then start turning driver, it might pivot, it might work out. Slowly. Just don't go in that hole.
Tell me.
Right there. Hard driver. Stop. Okay. There. Forward drive. That had to feel sketchy.
That felt way worse.
Alright, and what's coming next is even worse. Or more gnarly, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. No helmet.
All right, Will is right back again with the pink helmet.
Now wings a little bit of that. They turn that way.
It's like pulling you this way. That's it. Attaboy, dude. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was good.
That once the winch like just pulled me a little bit, it went up on its own.
Yeah.
Lame. I need 42s. Come on, BFG, hook it up, bro.
All right, now it's my turn. Let's see. Now it's all caked up, completely full of sand and mud and water. We'll see. If not, I'll just winch the wheel as well.
Yeah, right, bro. It's a sticky. Look at that. Nice. Oh no. He got it, he got it, he got it.
Yeah, boy. Woo! That's a sick one.
I need stickies, bro.
Holy cow, I didn't think I would just go up first try.
Oh yeah, dude.
That was insane. This trail keeps you on your toes, man, the entire time. And now we have finally arrived at the famous water holes. This is one of the two that I was worried about.
The one you're worried about is next right there, that wall.
It's kind of like Escalator in Moab on major steroids with water. That has to be one of the coolest obstacles in existence. All this is one of 2 obstacles that I'm concerned about. And right around that corner is the next one waiting for us that has an even bigger question mark than this one. It took Thomas almost 30 minutes to make it through this section. The last big climb has a huge undercut on the driver's side, which took up most of the time, even on 47-inch tires. It's getting dark, we're physically and mentally exhausted, so we decided to set up camp for the night and tackle this in the morning. The water holes are right there, and here is a nice flat ground where we're going to set up camp. We have decided to only set up Will's mansion because it sleeps like 8 people. None of us were in the mood to cook that night, so we decided to break out the dry food so we at least had one hot meal before we went to bed. Getting Hellenbeck flashbacks yet?
A little bit. We're on day 2 here, though. It's becoming a worse nightmare.
I have some chicken pesto pasta, and I'm gonna spice it up with Cholula.
Pasta, beef, mushrooms, all the good stuff. I guess it's time for another Wild West Cribs. So this is what it looks like. Sage is already comfy. That's where Thomas is at. I'm gonna be in the middle, and Will over there. Little lantern on top. That's pretty much it. Roughnecking it, huh? You tired, girl? We're all exhausted. We're beat. I hope with a space heater and all 3 of us in one tent, we can keep warm. Now, the only mission that we have for the rest of the night is stay warm. It's about 10 o'clock at night now. See you guys in the morning when we tackle the rest of this. We survived another night. I still can't believe we're still on the same trail we started 3 days ago now. We slept fairly okay, I would say. All of us were cuddled up in here.
But the heater didn't want to work for whatever reason.
Yeah. Brand new heater that we bought at Walmart we had 3 propane bottles that were brand new. It just wouldn't start. It would not start. We're gonna pack up camp, clean up everything, and then tackle the last bit of this trail, which is definitely the toughest of everything. I've never spent 2 nights on the same trail.
So I have a question. Would you say this is more challenging than the 2400 back trail?
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. I just texted Yanni. I'm getting ready to say that this was harder than Hellenbeck, man. As of right now, we're camped in front of the hot tubs, and OnX told us that, like, obviously not taking camping and all that into consideration. Every night we stopped for camp, I paused the tracking. Other than that, we're just now 14 hours in driving time, you know what I mean?
So the trail starts as, you know, in the ratings, it's a 15, and for every couple vehicles that go up, it drops. And I think we had this trail probably at like a 13. I think once you guys complete it, we're gonna probably have to drop it to a 12. So I challenge any of you full-body Jeeper, Beeper guys to come try it. Now that we had a collectible do it, everybody out there in their freaking grandpa's Willie's Jeep's gonna think they can do it, right? And so they'll try to come up here and they're gonna get smashed up.
The Overlander came through once again. First day kit in the use. What happened to you, Marvin?
Man, the drone is freaking out. It is so cold here that the batteries, for some reason, I charged every battery completely full last night. And this was like, I had 2 drone fly attempts this morning where the drone went up and immediately said, batteries too cold, battery empty, and landed.
Alright guys, so he did this yesterday. He walked it. So he's gonna tell me how to do it. How do we do this?
So the trick is, a lot of people try to turn super tight and quick, but it puts your car on a lean this way. So you want to come into it, hit this wall, come up it, and then turn and let your car slide down until your driver tire comes up on this rib here. As soon as your driver tire is on here, you just stay straight up the crack until your rear tire is about where the shadow is, and then you turn into that one.
Oh dude, that looks gnarly.
And I'll stand there and kind of help you out.
That looks super gnarly.
Camp is all cleaned up, and now we're ready to rock and roll. Will is first in line. Thomas already made it last night.
Stay driver. All the driver. Get the driver tire on this wall. Yep. Yep. Nice, boy. Stay driver, yep.
And she goes, dude. Oh my God. Dude. That turn is gnarly.
How's everything, Mark?
You're all right.
You're good. Yeah, it's hooking.
Now turn back just a little bit. Yep, right there.
That feels saucy.
Right there.
Hard. Hard.
Nice and slow. That's us right there, boy. Okay, nice and slow, nice and slow.
Oh my god. Woo! Oh my god. That was awesome. Dude,
Okay.
that was awesome. Now what?
Okay, go get on that passenger wall. You want your front axle level. Nice and easy. Don't bite off too much. Straighten it out a little bit. Yep, there you go. Now just come straight. Yeah, yeah. Dude, look at that.
That old mall crawler just did that.
Dude, that's like a 6-foot hole you're about to drop in. Okay, turn my way a little bit. Yep, come at me a little bit. You're all right. And you're leveling out right there. Okay, stop right there. Right here. Okay, remember what I told you. You gotta have your tires level, not like this. Okay, no, look, watch me, please.
Please stay in one piece. I do not want to recover anything here.
Oh my god!
Yeah, boy!
Oh yeah!
I told you!
Oh my god!
You're good.
You're good. You're good. Okay, stop right there. Now do the rear only reverse. You gotta get that rear off the wall.
Yeah, he's in his door.
Driver side. It's gonna come down in the front.
Huh?
What is it leaning on?
Just the cage.
It's gonna come down in the front, which will help pull it out of the door.
Yeah, you're clearing the body. You're clear of the body.
Nice.
You're even clearing the fender, man.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now straighten it out. Passenger. Yep. Can you front dig? Oh, it's gonna go. It's coming now. Yep. Nice and slow.
Hey, Marico, keep going. You're good.
Yeah, boy. We call that the rodeo. Yeah, and then just come straight up. Turn that way just a little bit. Okay, now turn. Turn. Yep, go all the turn there. Yeehaw! Hey, so right, if you can do a front dig right there, it really helps. Lid off your brakes and just let it drive, yeah. Nice, okay. Nice and slow, nice.
Dude, I just drove this and it felt crazy. Looking from the outside is even crazier. Look how the tire gets pinched and they hold the Jeep in line. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Very nice.
Good right there.
Wait. Oh no!
The one thing that I didn't want it to happen.
Well, time for some sandwiches.
Well, that was just a driveline. That's kind of fortunate, honestly.
Yeah, it was definitely damaged already. I mean, I got spares in my truck for days. You somehow have to get back to the truck, get a U-joint, come back.
Okay, so when you get to the truck, compare your splines to this one. Okay.
Yeah.
If they're the same, bring them.
Okay.
If in the length, I guess, but usually they're the same length always. And then this, if not, he has U-joints in his truck. Fix them, and then we slap this bitch back on.
All right. Thomas and I are gonna finish this trail together. Will is gonna stay back, wait for us. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then Thomas and I are gonna drive all the way back down to the truck and trailer, grab the parts we need, come back and fix it. And this is the section with the exits. We got one exit right here, but a big undercut on this side and just a wall on that side to make it through. Then the one that Thomas is attempting, and back there is a couple of rear steer lines out as well. In order to save time and equipment here, we're just gonna winch Thomas out of the exit. All right, we're up.
Ending is always so scary.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. All right, we made it to the top. At least Thomas made it to the top.
Dude, that is nerve-wracking every time.
That's a gnarly exit, dude.
Yeah, that's one of the 3, right? And they're all gnarly. And it's a little wet today, so there's not a chance, but still winching, it's scarier than hell.
So Marvin left with Thomas to get the spare part, and I've been left alone to take care of the Jeeps.
I barely fit in this thing, but it's just dirt roads out from here on forward.
There is mountain lions, bobcats, no bears, I don't think, and I can move my Jeep. I also don't have a top, so we improvise. Safe house.
We arrived back down at camp, or where the trailers are parked, and luckily Tom Wood's drive shafts hooked us up with enough spare parts that we can just simply take another one with us. So I had a brand new one here. So it took us about, what, 20 minutes to get down? Maybe at least 20 minutes to make it back to the Jeep, throw it back in, and then finish that bad boy. Finally, hopefully. Huge shout out to Tom Woods for always supplying us with the best and beefiest drive shafts out there. As Thomas and I are cruising back up the mountain, I was looking at the water gauge and we're at almost 250. We gotta let it cool down for a second before we have another failure here, before we make it back up.
Yeah, forward low, third, second gear, just
The whole time, like
cruising up.
Marvin's been gone for about an hour, and I'm just chilling. Still safe.
every bone in my body hurts from squeezing into this little seat here. It's made for like skinny girls.
15-inch wide, fat chicks can't ride.
All right, so we'll unload and hike our way back to the Jeeps and to Will. We have to somehow make it down this now. I got stuff in my hands. Ugh. And now what? This ravine right here.
Yeah, this one looks good.
This little canyon should be doable.
This is where we heard the cat last night.
Yeah, we heard some freaking mountain lion or bobcat or something coming out of this canyon that we're walking right now. That's gonna be no fun either, dude. I'll come your way. Ah, jeez.
What's up, guys?
Oh my god.
How long was the hike?
That was just as intense as the wheeling, but on 2 feet.
Do you get to do the exit you wanted to do?
Yeah, no.
Mission complete. We got a complete driveline again.
Ready, bro?
God, I'm nervous. I lost faith. I lost faith again.
That's fine.
Bro, it was nothing. It was
It was a
nothing.
bad part. Yeah. Okay. Bite it off a little bit there, yeah. Okay. Now start bringing it my way. Trust it. Trust it. Start turning down a little bit, yeah. All the way down. Okay, come forward a little bit. Yeah, that rear steer wants to climb. Okay, now passenger. Yep, that's it. That's the line. Passenger. So there, that's about as far as, you know.
Gave it a try at least. But yeah, even Thomas had a winch on this last night, so I don't even feel bad. That right there, Thomas with his 47s is not touching ground. I'm not touching ground. That's the problem. Like, that's the problem right there. That tire is completely caked up and in a hole, and I'm sitting on my links, so there's no way. Yeah, it's 245, so that's wild. But hey, it takes what it's gonna take to make it through here.
Yeah.
Next one is this gnarly little V-notch here. It's really like this. It's a straight up wall all the way to the top, and this is kind of a slanted piece. No idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna make it work. This tree is gonna be our enemy for today.
Nice and slow, stay on that log. You might even know. Okay, back out and let's try it again.
No. No.
Not enough.
Back up.
Back up real slow. Yeah, I don't know. Let's not do that. Back out.
Doesn't feel bad.
I know, I just don't know about it's starting to get sweaty, yeah. Yeah, the rear's coming behind you. Yeah, you got to go. Hey!
Oh, dude.
No more, no more.
No more.
You're about
Dude,
to
the front is about to slide, man. That front end is getting...
Okay, so right there, let's stop right there.
Marico, stop.
Oh!
Yo, stop.
Okay. We're gonna hook your winch and then you can be hooked up and play around.
Yeah. Bro, if you roll in here, you're lost, bro. Put this thing on Facebook Marketplace and
Perfect.
Yeah.
Come get it.
Keep it tight while you sit.
I would almost put it in rear wheel drive. Keep it tight.
Right. Right.
Winch in.
Suck it in. Turn it down. And
Oh my God. Dude. That was nuts. I really don't want to do this.
We're gonna do it for you, baby.
At least for now, don't go too far.
All right, I'm okay with that.
You totally, for you to, you earned that helmet, dude. Yeah, stay here, don't go too far. My time to shine now, let's see.
So I had the winch, but my line was nasty. Now Marvin wants to do the other line, which is it's most prone to body damage, but less likely to flip. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
nice big, just like that.
I'm never gonna clear my windshield, bro.
No, as soon as the front comes down, it levels up a little bit. Whoa. You're not really in a good spot to back up. Unless you want to.
Go passenger, drive and winch in. Slow.
Nice and slow, yeah.
Keep going passenger. Keep going passenger, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going.
And now turn down.
Driver. Driver. Hard driver now. Hard driver. Keep winching. It's gonna hit the case, Marico, it's what it is.
Okay, you're pretty much out. Just turn passenger, bud.
Passenger. Passenger. All right, keep going. Passenger.
Yeah, boy.
Holy cow, man! Holy cow!
How was that, bud?
Oh, bro, that was like, talk about off camber. Oh my god. Yeah, I take it, dude. I freaking take it with a, yeah. I don't know if I could have had, I don't think my windshield would have cleared without it. That's the whole thing. Like, I was just, the way I was angled on that tree, it would have taken out my entire windshield. So by hooking up a winch, it just sucked the front end down and that cleared the windshield. That's insane. That is so crazy.
Dude, I'm just excited we're out of this. Oh, shit. I'm just happy we're out, dude. Like, it's been pretty intense. So, I could see the light.
The exit.
Good driving on that.
Bro,
The exit is sent back to sender.
that's what I'm saying. This is the easiest, but I don't even know how we're gonna clear this. We're gonna get caught up on this like crazy. That right
And
there is...
that, the second one too. If we make this, you guys are gonna battle that on your slider.
And then that's the wall you're saying?
I think the wall is probably the best bet for you guys. You're long and it's pretty just.
What about that rock that sticks out like that?
You go right over it.
It's steep, bro.
Right there, yeah, right there. Now
Like, Thomas had to winch up this and he was trying hard.
Oh, dude, that's a wall.
Dude, it is a wall. Like, and you're not even by the rock yet. You still have a foot and a half to go. I think I'm gonna try this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna at least give this a try before we winch. I feel like if I drive it sideways towards that tree and then come around, like try not to climb both at the same time, you know? Even winching that will be sketchy, bro. Huh? Dude, up in the sky.
Okay, go driver a little bit. Go driver. Yep. Okay, now passenger. Hold the passenger. I'm sorry, come at me right here. Yeah, like that. Good. Now you're safe. Good. Okay, come at me, come at me. Okay, now start going faster. Yeah. Yeah, boss. Now one. Just like that. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Stay like that.
Yeah. Sick. Dude, you're out.
Dude, the last crawl was nice. That was insane.
I can't believe Will made it through this trail without any major failures. The mall crawler, aka the boogie lander, killed it. Super proud of him. Congrats, bro. I really want to finish this trail with no winching. I really do.
The bumper. Yeah, oh, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Start going passenger. There. Go. There you go. No, marico. Oh my God. Dude! Oh my God!
Reverse, dude. That was scary for a moment, but yeah. And then when I hit it forward, I'm just hitting links right again.
You had the line, bro. When you move, everything moves.
Yeah.
What do you think of this place?
Dude, so rad. Now I want to do it going backwards.
That would be fun going down?
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it's gonna go. It wasn't even biting a little bit. I was just hitting my link arm.
you feel? Look at this side, you guys. I just showed you the passenger. Look at the driver's side. Just carnage all out, dude. All the way out. The wheels, not even, can't even read what wheels these are anymore. We did it, dude.
Bro, I can't believe 3 days. 3 freaking days, dude.
On one trail.
Would you guys do it again?
Complete insanity.
No, I would do it backwards.
Yeah, I would do it again.
Yeah, hell yeah, of course.
Not anytime soon, but I'd do it again. Hell yeah.
I'll come back with stickers.
Bro, this was a blast. This was so much fun, dude. I had a freaking ball, man. I don't know about you,
No,
but
it's been one of the trails that I've had to drive.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't had
These guys are wild doing that in those rigs.
dude.
Good work,
All right.
boys. I'll
Time
go
to
with you all.
ride out. Bro, what a great way to end the trip.